Let's see. All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the hopeful elect, and 1/3. The Lord's will this lesson will be edifying and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashem El Shai, Baha, Racha, Kodash. All right. And this was just on my spirit. So, usually I like to go around, look, really just roll in the spirit. But, I like to do my daily rounds, if you will, see what's going on. And, pretty much I want to, give exhortation to brothers and sisters out there. And as the title reads, now is the time to apply Isaiah 33:6. And the water for that, brother. The water, so I don't have to check. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Isaiah 33:6. And let's go into in the blue letter real quick. We know the scripture, but we are now in the walk of this ministry. All right. We are in the walk of applying what we read. All right. It's just like you read instructions and then you head on that path. Well, now you're going to have to remember what you read so that you can apply it to a position that you're at on this path. Okay. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Like right now, these certain websites that brothers go to, that I've found over the years from watching videos and, studying certain things like now what's a popular one is End Time Headlines. I mean, YouTube's good, of course. What else? SHTF Plan, or however you say it, that one. Now you're seeing a lot of commotion, a lot of talk. Okay, and now is the time where you should be applying the wisdom and knowledge. Okay, you as a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, now is the time for you to understand the narrative of the Lord. All right, like case in point. Let me see. I'll go to this one. All right, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen too. Case in point. Okay, good. All right, so where is it? Right here. It says object shot down over Lake Huron. Curious what that means, but look, it says right here. It says we got Friday, Saturday, the 4th, then today. So you're seeing a lot of things taking place. You're seeing perplexity, all right, in the heavens. We're seeing a lot of signs, but understand the narrative of the Lord, okay? Because they also said that they shot down a UFO. So I mean, it's a lot of disinformation that Esau is putting out. So you as a Hebrew Israelite, this is where you have to be applying Isaiah 33:6 now. And what is that? That's the wisdom. All right. That's the knowledge. Now, real quick, let's get this. Let's go to Rev. I brought it out before. I'm going to bring it out again. Okay. Quick exhortation video. These are the times that we're in. Revelations 1 and 3. It's running a little slow. I could even quote it myself, but it says, blessed is he. Yeah, I'll get it right here. Yep. Blessed is he that readeth and they that hear the words of this prophecy. So it's a blessing that we've been able to read and have the scriptures break down to us. And it's even a greater blessing that we have teachers that are warning us and edifying us on prophecy and what's to come. Okay. So that's what you are to stick to. Okay, these balloons and these so-called UFOs, we know that's not Rev 1 and 7. Okay, we know that there's a lot of things that got to take place, but Esau also has his own narrative because he is attempting to do certain things as well. All right, you gotta understand that. There's going to be ways how he's going to introduce the public to accepting the mark. I was thinking about the whole Turkey situation, how the numbers, I believe last time I checked, it was like 33,000. And, were they having trouble finding the people? You got to look, man. Esau is that it's like the movie Mr. Glass. He would destroy a train to find the one guy. So he would do things for a different, for a bigger motive. He has people go missing so that you can be a more acceptance in tracking people. You see what I'm saying? So Esau has a narrative too, but it's still in the guise of prophecy. So you got to watch how he maneuvers, because he's making steps to usher in his agenda. But you, as an Israelite, all right, a believer, a servant, have to understand the narrative that the Lord's will, all right, will come to pass. Okay, just like going back when the whole Russia thing first popped off, you had to have elders come out and do lessons to tell brothers and sisters basically to calm down. The end's not yet. You see, these are the times that we're in. You're gonna have people around you. I've had family members who, when I was a young child, told me about the MOTB, and told me about how it's got to be a number and you can't you got to buy and sell with it. And then years later, literally last 2 months ago, the same family member called me on the phone saying that the jump shot is the MOTB. So people, all right, do not have the wisdom and knowledge that we do. So you're going to hear people say this and speak that and think this, because Esau's throwing all these things out and they don't know what's going on. So they're going to be grabbing at whatever they can, and then they're going to pull in what they want and use that as their crutch. This is why we are to apply Isaiah 33:6 now. Have the wisdom, have the knowledge, because that's what's going to keep you grounded, stable-minded, sober-minded, and not bugging out. Okay, a lot of people are about to start bugging out, and it's going to be because Esau's agenda, how he's going about, okay, to get his new world order. But we already have it laid out how the Lord's going to do things. Revelations 1:3, blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. See, you got to keep these things therein, all right? And what we've learned, not what Esau's given us, because a lot of people are aware of Project Blue Beam. They're aware of the psyops. They're aware of the the agendas of the elites. But understand, people will still get caught up in the false flag. They still will get caught up in it. Okay. Now, real quick, let's go to Matthew's 24, because the times that we're in, the things that are happening, what you're going to realize is only the elect, okay, the hopeful elect is going to be the ones on the up and up. All right. This is Matthew's 24, real quick, and we'll go to 24. And it says, for there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, okay? Great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So right here, Yahushua is warning us that there is a spirits of great deception, all right, that can be used to seduce people. And if it was possible, it could even deceive the Lord's very own elect. So that means the deception is at an all-time high. Okay, deception is at an all-time high, and it's to the level to where you can't go too deep in it because you'll bug out, because you find out one person is doing this, or this person is not who they say they are. They got all types of shit, body doubles, masks. Okay, I mean, we're talking about Babylon here. Okay, but the point is, you as an Israelite, you don't need to go deep into it. We did that in the world. We did that in the world, and looking up who's who and who's not dead. Now, and I get it. You're curious, but does it really matter? No. What matters is that he's using this stuff to deceive you. He's got ways to put your face out there and have your voice speaking, and it ain't you. He can project his body somewhere, and he's just standing in an office. I mean, the deception that Esau is going to go in these last days is going to be so powerful that if it wasn't for the Lord, that even the own elect could be deceived by something. This is why you are to apply the wisdom and knowledge now. Okay, apply the scriptures now. Get in tune with the narrative of the Lord, how the Lord's going to bring things in. Okay, this is what you got to understand, and especially when a power goes out. You're going to be completely locked out of society and what's going on in the rest of the world. So you're going to have to apply what you've read. You're going to have to apply the spirit, okay, that you've been in. See, that's another thing too. Where are you at in the mind? Where are you at in the spirit? Because that's all you're going to have, all right, when the deal really goes down, when the train stop running, when the water stop flowing, okay? and you are where where the Lord put you, and you're going to be stuck with what you've been eating up this whole time. You see, that's why you see brothers, rebuke certain camps if they're doing, a lot of mirth, and then they're showcasing it to the body. We're not in the time. We're not in that time. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get that. The Slayer. Okay. This guy is about to go out, man. This guy single-handedly had the power, okay, to make the world believe that God and the only begotten Son is so-called white. Should we then make mirth? Real quick, like I said, it's just a quick exhortation. All right, let's go to Ezekiel 21. Okay, let's go right into Ezekiel 21, and I think I could start at 9. Let me see. Yep, Ezekiel 21 and 9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished." Now, real quick, a brother posted a beautiful precept that's going to lock right in with this. Check this out. So we have to be warning you. We have to tell you a sword. We have to say, hey, watch it. This guy's going to cut you. This is dangerous. What is a sword? Destruction. But if you look and see in the community of Israel, if you didn't have brothers starting with our elders in that spirit of constantly prophesying, I remember going back 2000 and back in the 2000s, they were talking about the mark, destruction, Jacob's trouble, Jay the helm. I'm talking 10, 15, 20 years ago, decades ago, been telling us that this place is going to go. But you have majority of the teachers of Israel that aren't doing that. And guess what? Proverbs 29, 9 and 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. So if you're not being warned, if they're not breaking down a vision to you, that's what the spirit, a narrative. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem El Shai, Baharakak Wadash, we are seeing the narrative of the Lord of prophecy. So we're like, okay, it's a checklist now. Okay, nope. Okay, nope. Okay, nope. See? Like Elder Pastor Har said, they so-called shot down, now a UFO. And even like he said, if the Lord wanted, the angels can make something be shot down just to mess with you. Okay. And that could be a hard pill to swallow for some brothers and sisters. But I get it through the spirit, because at the end of the day, this is all the Lord's will. Go look up Foo Fighters. You had chariots that helped in World War. It was either World War I or World War II. You had chariots help in the Maccabean War. Okay. So you have to understand, though, the narrative of the Lord. You see? You have to allow the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, to flow, and you ride with that, all right? Because look, it says, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he, right? So if you don't have a vision, if you don't have an idea, if you don't know the dynamics and what's going on, you're going to perish with the rest of these people, that are going to be deceived. And we're seeing it keyed up. More things are happening. There's some here, there's some here. But then what was the main populace of the public doing? Super Bowl. They're still getting you on that bread and circus while the rest of the world outside of Babylon is crumbling. That's another lesson I want to do. But pretty much don't let the bubble of Babylon blind you. Don't let the bubble of Babylon blind you into destruction, because that's his main power. Okay, doubt. What if? That's how Esau gets you, okay, through deception. No, you won't die if you eat of this tree. See? It says, Ezekiel 21 and 9, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter." But see, knowing that, see, we still hold in Isaiah, the fact that you know that a sore slaughter is coming, the fact that you know he's a deceiver, the fact that you know the dollar is going to collapse. Those things are major stability, okay, of your mind, scriptures to keep you on the up and up. The fact that you know these things are going ready to come to pass. See? And it says, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? See? Right. So should we be making mirth? No. Even like now, that we know it's deception, that doesn't mean that we still just say, oh, that's fake, and keep going on with our day. No, we note that, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let me Let me precept that with a spiritual precept. This is Romans real quick. No, you got to be marking this down. All right, this is Romans what is that? Let me see real quick. Right in my face. Right here. Romans 16:17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine. It's not Esau. Now Esau's going according to the Lord's plan, but he's doing it in his own deceptive way. Just like how Yahushua said there be earthquakes, but we also know that he has certain technology to bring those in. See? Can the Lord just make earthquakes? Yes. But then also, did the Lord bless Esau through his blessing of the sword to create contraptions of destruction to at any moment destroy? Yes. So we're marking these examples and these moments in time, but we're not just brushing it off, even though we know that this is Esau's deception. So you still got to mark that. Now, real quick, okay, you go to his word, mark, just look, scopeo, okay? You keep the scope out on things, all right? Look, to observe. So we still observe it, okay? We still watch it, though. We know it's fake, all right? Or we know it's a psyop or a deception, okay? Or you take it with a grain of salt, but we also still observe it while waiting on these major prophecies, okay? Esau is a cunning hunter, all right? It's like when you throw something this way and you run behind and catch him that way. It's a perfect, a bait, bait and switch, however you want to put it. So like last night when the Super Bowl, I kept getting like notifications. I said to myself, man, what are they doing? What are they doing behind the scenes, while this is going on? Because that's how Esau works. If he's got everyone over here, he's doing something over there. See? So look, take heed. So we watch it to fix one's eyes upon you. Let me look. Let me see. Oh, what's going on? And I noticed there's a lot of the people on the internet that are actually saying like, oh no, Project Blue Beam or Jesus is coming. So you have people that have the idea, okay, of Esau shenanigans. So when someone is aware of your tactics, what do? When you have nothing else to rely on, you go a little harder with it. Like if you're playing football and they know you're gonna run it up the middle and it works for him, he's gonna do it. What's he gonna? He's gonna run up the middle extra harder. So people are aware, but does that mean he's gonna switch it up? Nah, Esau uses the same playbook, man. Okay. So real quick though, Romans 6:17, it says, now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division. Right. When you have false prophets, teachers, people out here misleading, and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. So the apostle Paul is warning us about small examples of men or women or wicked, that are contrary to what we are in. And then at the same time, you apply this with Esau too. Hey, mark him, watch him, watch him. He's contrary. He's contrary to what we know in our doctrine. So you watch his ass. You see? Be wise and be aware. Now is the time to apply Isaiah 33:6. So let's finish it off real quick. It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? No, we shouldn't be. And we shouldn't be teaching brothers and sisters mirth. We shouldn't be telling you that we need to get in the theme of the 90s and just hang out. No, we're not in that time. Okay? We're not in that time. And it says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. And it says, and as he has given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. So we're in a time where the deception that Esau's doing, he's only going to distract you and deceive you so far until he strikes. See? So that a lot of times what Esau does is he'll do something months prior and then it comes back out. He mentioned the C hip in the midst of the 19 going crazy, and then it dwindled away. Look at all these little things. Ron Dalton everywhere, Kyrie Irving everywhere, then it dwindles away. He puts things out, and then it dwindles away. So when he does handle it, when he does what he wants, why he gave you the distraction, you see, people are gonna say, "Oh, I do remember." See, and it says that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. The slayer is getting ready for that, to slay. So the distractions, the deceptions, these things are set in play to keep you asleep before he slays your ass. See? So we're aware of that. We're not just brushing it off, even though we know the prophecies of the Lord and how the chariots can't be destroyed. And, we know that Yahushua is coming back with the angels. We know, and we're looking for in particular prophecies, but even within the deception, all right, and the distractions, you still kind of keep, your eye privy to it, like the rock eyebrow, you kind of got that one eye up like, yeah, all right. So that's pretty much where we're really at right now, is we're waiting for the manifestation of what John the Revelator saw. We're seeing how Jacob's trouble is going to play out. You can really see how Esau is going to lock people down and shut people in. We can see these things. But what's also happening is certain scenarios are taking place to lead to that prophecy. So sometimes Esau will be set up to use deception, but then it's going to ultimately lead to prophecy. So you gotta have that measuring stick within it. Now, I want to finish this real quick, and then I'll check the comment board. I see some brothers post some precepts. So this is Isaiah 33:6. See, and wisdom and knowledge. Now, me being the curious cat that I am, let me just look up the word wisdom. Okay. See, look, wisdom, skill, wisdom and administration, shrewdness, wisdom, prudence, right? Prudence. You got to be prudent. Okay. Look, have some wit to you. All right. Just like how you apply the scriptures so Esau can't deceive you, just like how you apply the knowledge of the scriptures so he can't say everybody could be saved. Now we're at the time where we need to apply the biblical wisdom pertaining to the onslaught of judgment of prophecy coming to pass. So now knowledge, perception, see, look, discernment. So you have to be discerned, and you probably got some weird bugged out Jakes, that believe in Esau and what he's telling you. You got Jakes that are really given over to a bugged out spirit, and you don't want to be in that mindset. Okay, you want to have your spiritual perception on point. You want to have your diligent discernment levels up. All right, these are the times we're in, and I do want to express in the spirit how, especially in a power outage situation, okay, in a EMP or HEMP situation, okay, you can look those up. All right, these are the times that we're in, is when all lights go out. Where are you at? And where we're supposed to be at is Luke 21. Now I'll finish this, but Yahushua told us what to do. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Right. In these days, you should be fearing Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Not Esau, not some war general, not, like, oh my gosh, and also remember, Revelations 12, there's a war in heaven, So Esau could attempt to show you that that there's a fake alien invasion and he wins, and he's the next gift to God and blah blah blah. It's all a bunch of bullshit. But you gotta know that. So real quick, this is Luke 21, and I believe let's just actually start right here. This is Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. And listen, Esau's such a demon that he can have these scriptures and he can try to self-fulfill them. That's why he has the method of revelations, where he will give predictive programming and tell you about what he's gonna do, and then when he does it, it's as if he prophesies. You see, this guy, hey man, this guy is a carnal brute man. And it says, and upon the earth distress of nations, right? See, distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and waves roaring. Now, real quick, let's just look at a translation. ESV. Okay. Look at this. CSB. Then there will be signs in the sun, moon, and the stars, and there will be anguish on the earth among nations, bewildered by the roaring of seas and the waves. So this is coming. Okay. This is coming. All right. And you're going to know when the chariots of Yasharallah are here. What was that movie? They're here. It was one of them UFO movies, I think, or it was. Luke 21:26, men's hearts will be failing them for fear. Okay, these are things you're going to be seeing. Men's hearts ain't failing them for fear, but people are fearful. But when you see Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in the chariots, hey, that's when you're going to know. Okay, it says men's hearts failing them for fear. I mean, Babylon's still going on. See, that's the thing too. Esau will distract you, lie to you, bewitch you, but you still got to go to work. Like, what? You want me to believe you just shot down a UFO, but I got to go to work. I got to go clock in. I got to, hey, hello, how was your day? Are you kidding me? See, that's the thing too, man, like that I yearn for is when the everyday Babylon rise and grind ceases. I love when the Lord disrupts that. Like when the 19 first came out, oh, that was beautiful, you know? So that's another thing too to also look for, like how you just shot a UFO down, but I got to go to work today. Like, why ain't they tell me, why ain't there a state of emergency? Why ain't everything locked down? See, that's Esau. Esau's not even selling it right. You know, everything should be locked down. There should be no flying, no airspace. Anything that's in the sky is going to be taken as a threat. But these could be the steps he's using to do that. See? So it says, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. We're waiting on that. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. See? This hasn't happened yet. Can Esau attempt this? Yeah. He can attempt this. You know how many times they've showed fake Jesus in the sky signs, like, and they always do it in weird, less unfortunate countries. They do it always in these remote areas. It's all practice. It's all a plan and ploy. I mean, it's deep. That's why I said earlier, he has a lot of things out here, but you don't want to tap too much into it because you'll just start looking at everything as a deception and just, is this real? That's what happens. That's why it says his heart is deep, because if you start tapping into the level that he goes to deceive you, you'll start questioning reality. And that's what he is. See, he's the God of this world on the left-hand side. So it's meant to bug you out. That's why you are to apply Isaiah 33:6 and stay within this realm. Stay within the realm of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and the wisdom and the knowledge and the prophecy and the doctrine. You go anywhere outside of that, your ass is going to bug the hell out. Right? And it says, look, and when these things begin to come to pass, when these checklists, check, right? You're like, okay, this happened. So you're like, all right, next, right? Then it says, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So we're waiting to be able to look up and see that our redemption is drawing nigh, but it's not yet. But these are the necessary steps of deception that Esau is going to use for his agenda. But we also know the narrative of the Lord, which that prophecy, these prophecies ultimately will come to pass. So you got to watch, okay, what narrative Esau is putting you on, and you got to apply the wisdom and knowledge to understand the narrative of the Lord. That's the times we're in. All right. Now I said I want to check the comment board. And like I said, this was just a quick exhortation, beautiful. The brother right here, Judah, Israel, Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Right. You got to be strong in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and understand it. And that's what's going to be gold in these last days, is your wits, your knowledge, your spirit. This is why the Israelite men, all right, the elect Israelite men will be are referred to as fine gold, because when all hell is breaking loose and a woman or people, they stumble upon a man that has answers and knows what's going on, okay, and has a strong spirit to him. That's going to be regarded more than all this other shit will be. Nobody's going to care about a Ferrari or a Birkin bag or a signed football by Troy Aikman. None of that shit will matter when you got bullets and bombs and guns and ammo and pestilence and famine and no running water and whatever. They ain't going to care. They're going to throw that shit out the window. If they got a window to throw it out of, that's how the level is going to get. All right? Pillars of Benjamin, 2 Timothy 1:7, for the Most High is not giving us a spirit of fear. See? Or doubt. That's another thing too. Cast doubt out of your mind now. Use this grace period right now to examine things that you need to work on. You see that Satan does you, get rid of them now. Start fighting them now. Start fighting those certain thoughts now. Get rid of that. Get rid of the doubt demon, the what if demon. Okay. You start examining yourself. Really scrutinize yourself. If the Spirit of the Lord has the elders and apostles scrutinize the doctrine, what should we do? Well, if we already got the doctrine, we need to start scrutinizing ourselves. Okay, I need to work on that. I need to work on that. I need to pre-plan a fast. I need to get myself where I feel comfortable in the Spirit. See? Because the times that are going to hit, you can see it's going to hit. What does it say? Every morning does judgment come to light. We are in the days where any moment, morning, noon, or night, it could be a breaking news. It could be a this. It could be a something. Okay? We're living in very beautiful times. Esau scrambling like eggs. The Lord has given us time to understand the doctrine, live it, feel it, eat it, consume ourselves around in it. That's why Yahushua said, keep your garment. That the truth covers you as that garment, and that's what you need. And it says, for the Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. There you go. Have a sound mind. Now is the time to apply Isaiah 33:6. Have the wisdom, have the knowledge, so you can be stable. Because as the days move forward, as the deception increases from the slayer who's getting ready to handle it, okay, you're going to have more people that are going to start believing these things. Fear is going to overtake them, okay? And they're going to start believing in lies. They're going to be believing in deceptions. And they're going to go to the one deceiving them to be destroyed. And we have to what? Stand apart, set apart, stand alone, stand with Yahweh Shem Shai. So, it's just on my spirit. I've been just seeing a lot of more articles, boom, 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 and I felt in the spirit to give an exhortation, exhorting lesson, and I pray to Yahweh Shem Shai that it was edifying and exhorting to you brothers and few sincere sisters. And I'd like to say, call halal, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, B'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, shalom.